I don't understand the reason for turning it up, turning it down. Turn it off. What's up, T Squad? It's your girl on Casual TTV, and I'm back with another video. And today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about what it's like being an EMT as a female. So if you're new here, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. So let me just get straight to it. I became an EMT back in 2016, and it's definitely about to be 3 years since I've been an EMT. And my views on it. My views is I like doing it. I like the fact that I get to go to different hospitals and meeting new people all the time. I think meeting new people has become my thing, where I just love meeting new people. So with working different jobs, I definitely met a lot of new people. Some I became friends with, and some was just nice working with you, see you around. So with this being my 3rd year, I've been through, I don't even know how many hospitals I've been to. I've been so many different locations. I've worked 911, I've worked private company, and I even went and dabbled into FDNY. Now, I left the fire department, and people were giving me this whole grief on why I left. And you would know what's for you, and so that's one thing. I know what's for me. It just wasn't. And they told me I can always come back, and I'm like, I don't know if I will or when, or who knows. I don't know, down the line things could change. So patience. You get so many different type of people, and I've been a bartender, so I already know what it's like working with people. I know what it's like working with people who are drunk, angry people. I work with so many different people. And this seeing people at their lowest, you know, you see people when as soon as they wake up. You see people before anything. Going into people's houses is different, and being there to help, you know. So with helping comes lifting. And let me say this, I wasn't as strong as I am now from what I used to be, because what I used to be wasn't as strong. I definitely gained more weight, more muscles I should say, from when I first started. Because when I first started, I definitely ain't had no muscles, but I still consider myself strong. So stair jobs, you get some stair jobs, and it was a time where I thought I was being punished, because it was like 4 stair jobs back to back, and I was asking dispatch, like, what's going on? Like, why is every freaking call a stair job? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And if somebody has having issues, cardiac, or with their lungs, you know, you're not supposed to make them walk, so you're supposed to definitely carry them. Some people, it seems like they live the highest floor when they have the most issues, and it's like, how the heck did you end up on the 16th floor and you have the most issues? I haven't carried no one down 16 flights of stairs, but I've carried people down 6 flights. I've carried people up 6 flights, and it's like, oh my God, it's a female. So now no one cares if you're a female or not. Some patients will feel scared because you are a female. They're like, oh my God. And when you put them on a stair chair, they're supposed to just hug themselves or do nothing, don't grab out. When they see you're a female, they want to grab out, try to reach for bars, reach for stairs, and it's like, chill. I said I got this. Like, I'm here to help, you know, you need me. I have yet to drop someone, and that's one of the things, like making sure you don't drop anybody. I work with other females, and I see like most of the time I'm usually stronger than the ones I'm working with, and then there's some that are like strong, and usually, you know, they're more on the masculine side. But me being the size that I am, I became a lot stronger, and I just gained like a little bit, not too much from when I first started, but my muscles have definitely got stronger. Now, remembering to lift with my legs is key. It has done my body wonders, okay? My lower half of my body is bomb from lifting people. So, you know, I just open my legs really wide, and then I pretty much stand. So that is how you keep your back from hurting, and that is how you make your thighs look like everything in your butt, because lifting with weight definitely gives you more muscle than just doing like squats or anything. So working as a female and having a period as an EMT. Okay, so now I realized that when I do get my period and have to work, I tend to not wear tampons. I just go the pad route, because you never really know how long you plan on being on the ambulance and when you get a chance to actually go to the hospital to switch it. So I definitely went from using tampons all the time to using pads a lot. So you don't want no issues with no pants, because some people have used that excuse, you know, getting stains on their pants, and I'm not the one for it, because I'm not with trying to embarrass myself. So I definitely just switched to pads. So being a female and working on an ambulance, right? You're driving, and men are so intrigued with the thought of you driving a vehicle, and they can't help but stare. They even approach the vehicle a whole bunch. When you get patients that are males, they definitely flirt with you. You get intoxicated people, they're definitely flirting. Some women, you know, they flirt as well, and then you just gotta let them know, like, nah. No, not so many patients that get on the ambulance, and it's either you're driving or you're sitting in the back helping. Sitting in the back helping gives people a lot of space and opportunity to shoot their shot, and it's like, this ain't for you, okay? No thank you. And it's like, a lot of times they can't even focus. Like, you're here for what? Oh, what's bleeding? Oh, okay. And it's like, focus, okay? You, sir, are falling apart right now, and you got the nerve to be flirting. Like, this not for you. Or they'll feel like really uncomfortable, and it's like, you try to let them know, like, sir, you are friend zone. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Hopping out of vehicles, you know, definitely causing traffic for nothing, because you're a female. They can't help but stare because you're a female. They tell you you can't lift because you're a female. And one of my pet peeves about actually being an EMT is when people get on the vehicle, they feel the need to tell you how this job is not for you, how being a female and being an EMT is not a good thing. They're like, you must have a back brace. Don't you want kids? You're just gonna mess your whole body up. And it's like, excuse you, I have 2 boys and things is going fine. Thanks for asking, you know? I'm perfectly fine. Plus, when you are lifting with your thighs, you're not hurting anyone. But I can say sometimes when you are working and lifting, it does make your flow a little bit heavier, and it's like, don't do that, okay? So most time when I'm like, I'm having my period and I'm at work and we getting less calls, my flow is not that bad. So being a mother and being EMT, let me let you know, you will barely see your kids. I feel like with the hours that you get some long hour shifts, and most of the time your shifts would go over. So you're barely seeing your kids, and you're talking to them on the phone when you can be on the phone, you know, when you try to not be on camera, because there are cameras, and the purpose of the cameras is supposed to be for safety issues and all of that, but people will just listen in on your conversation. So you got to be mindful on what you're talking about on the vehicle. So yeah, yelling at your kid while you're at work, yeah, I've done that. But nobody has said anything. But you know, you got to be a mom through the phone sometime, and I've done that a lot. My kids definitely ask for me to not go to work, and then you get that guilty feeling because you're like, oh, I know I need to spend time with my kids, but mama can't be broke, because a broke mom is an unhappy mom. So I try to get shifts that'll work. Like, they do have shifts that are overnight, and then you got to see what you can do. And then they do have daytime shifts, whether if you plan on picking your kid up or dropping them off. I think it's impossible for you to do both because of the hours. Like, the start time would probably be before school start, and the time the kids get out would definitely be you still on shift. So you would have to make sure you have someone to either drop the child off or pick the child up. But as an EMT, you can't do both, because you cannot get off during the hours between school hours. So that is one con about being an EMT. A plus is the respect that people do give you. When people find out that you are an EMT, they do give you some respect, unless you're a nurse, and then they're looking at you like you don't know anything, you're just an EMT. So I think I pretty much touched on everything. Just, you know, whether you're gaining weight, losing weight, all of that on a vehicle. Getting in and out of a vehicle is no issue. A lot of females do gain weight with being in a vehicle. The first 2 years I was bringing food a lot. Now I'm just like eating whatever I can as I go along, and it does get more expensive that way, but it is what it is. Just if you do plan on being an EMT and you're a female, be careful what you eat, because you are going to gain muscle because of the lifting. But being outside a lot, you're going to be introduced to more foods than usual, and these men are definitely going to try to have you eat when they eat. So you got to definitely be careful with that, because they're like, oh, I'm hungry, and then you're like, should I eat too? And that could get you caught up, because you could have eaten already, or you would bring food and then you realize that you're not even eating your food, you're buying more food, and then later on you're eating your food, and now you're packing on all these calories, and you're like, my uniform ain't fitting. And they don't give you uniforms like just because you're going up or you're going down. You're gonna be screwed, because pants is either gonna be too tight and they're not gonna give you a new uniform, so you're probably wearing your uniform, leaving buttons or zippers open. I've seen a lot of females do that because they couldn't get new pants. Or you're losing weight and now you have parachute pants and nobody cares. And listen, when your uniform is snug, it feels so nice when you're getting ready. You're like, oh, my uniform fit, ew. But it just sucks when you need to lift because your pants will be too tight. And I've seen a few girls rip their pants by the thigh area because they were trying to be cute. And it's like, you can't be that cute because your pants will rip on you. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do have this new camera, and this camera is everything to me because now I can see what I look like. I know if it's gonna shut off or not. So if you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. If you are new here, you know I do makeup, I got story times, I got a video with my kids. I have recorded more with my kids, but I don't know if I want to release it yet because people are so judgmental when you are a mom. So I'll think about it. And I love you guys, you know, all that come to watch this. I do appreciate you. Let me let you know that. Now, I haven't given shout outs recently. You know, I'm just looking for some more comments. Give us some comments, you know. I said us because we're unity, we're family. So they just started construction, but good thing I'm done with my video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Annyeong. If anyone found this video, it's January 1st, 2019, and